Once you understand that you can charge somebody £1,000, £2,000, £3,000, and you can deliver a product for them that takes no time or input for you, you're like, why would I ever work in a 9 to 5 job? My simple goal is very simple. Within the next 12 months, is to get every single one of you in a position that you're earning more money than your job is giving you, so that you never have to work again. Bismillah, assalamu alaikum, everyone. Firstly, thank you so much for coming on this session today. I just want to say well done to all of you. I can see massive levels of action being done. I can see amazing level of work being done and a business being built. And mashallah, I invited, pretty much people that I can see taking some amazing action, and I just wanted you to be part of this conversation here today. So I'm going to start off by telling a very quick story, okay? And this story was many years ago when I came to my mum's house to stay over with my family, okay? So we went upstairs into the loft room. That's where we were staying, and there was one problem that I had, which is that I left my toothbrush at home. Okay, so I left my toothbrush at home, and I saw that my wife had left a spare toothbrush in the bathroom, so I was using that toothbrush. It was a blue toothbrush. I was using it 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, and then a few days later, she came to me. She goes, "Oh no, I just realized I left your toothbrush at home. Did you bring it?" And I was like, "No, I didn't bring it. I've just been using the spare one that you've put there." And she was like, "I never put a spare toothbrush in the bathroom." I was like, "Yeah, you did." And she's like, "No, I didn't." And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yes, 100%. There's a blue spare toothbrush in the bathroom. I've been using that." And she goes, "That's not a spare toothbrush. That's the toothbrush that your mum uses to clean the toilet with." Right? So I had been using this dirty toothbrush this whole time. Okay. Now, why am I telling you such an embarrassing, disgusting story? The reason why is because there was a knowledge gap. Okay. And there was information that I didn't know. All right. Not only did I not know that information, I didn't know that I didn't know that information. Okay. I didn't know that I didn't know. All right. Now, the reason why this is an important point is because when we look at 99.9% of the people around us, there is a massive knowledge gap. And they don't know, and they don't know that they don't know. What is that knowledge gap? That knowledge gap is the fact that they are stuck in the safe life. Okay. They're stuck in a 9 to 5 routine where their income is dependent on them working for somebody and trading their time for money. Okay. Now, the reason why it's so important is because what we're going to be doing in this program is not going forward with trading our time for money, but trading products and services for money. Okay. And that aspect of you don't know that you don't know is that once you understand that you can charge somebody £1,000, £2,000, £3,000, and you can deliver a product for them that takes no time or input for you, you're like, why would I ever work in a 9 to 5 job? Okay. Now, the only way for you to really understand this is by you executing on this, by you actually going ahead and trying this out. And once you've made your first income from this, then you're going to be like, why have I not done this my whole life? Okay. Now, some of you may be in a position where you've done a little bit of this, you've understood it, but you've never got it to the point where you've got it to a place where it's replaced your 9 to 5 job. Okay. So what this whole program is about, all right? It's not about making you a millionaire. Okay? It's not about making you 100K a month. It's not about making you even 10K a month at this stage. Okay? My simple goal is very simple. Within the next 12 months is to get every single one of you in a position that you're earning more money than your job is giving you, so that you never have to work again. All right. Once you're in that position, then I've got a plan for you to take you to 10K a month and 100K a month. All right. But let's, for the moment, focus on making our first $100, our first $1,000 or pounds, then £3,000, then £3,000 a month, £5,000 a month. And we're going to build it again and again and again. All right. But I want you to understand the big picture here. All right. Because what I've done is something pretty unique. I've said to you guys, I've built a business for you. Here's the training. on how to make money with it. Here's the business. I've set it all up. Here it is. The only thing you need to do is tailor it towards what you want to focus on in terms of your niche, right? And number three, I've focused on the one-to-one support. I've added every one of you in a WhatsApp group. I'm messaging you. I'm supporting you. Any questions, any issues, I'm creating that there. Now, the reason why I'm doing that, and the reason why I haven't even charged for the program or said to you, give me thousands of pounds to help you start making money, is because I've got a bigger vision here. Okay. And that vision is this family and this community that we're creating. All right. What my goal is I'm creating a group of people. Okay. My first goal is to get to 100 people. All right. So far, we're around about somewhere between 30 to 50. All right. 60% of the people that apply, we reject. And there's going to be a bunch of people that we kick out as well that aren't going to take any action. But once we get to 100 people, all focused on the same goal, okay, which is building a business, an AI service business, that community that we're building is going to learn from each other. Okay. We're going to be helping each other. We're going to then grow that to 250, all the way to 1,000 people within this community. And then I'm going to cap it and shut it because I want to focus on just a smaller group of people. Okay. Now, every single one of you and the people in this community I've seen have got tech skills, they've got AI backgrounds. Some of them have got Islamic development backgrounds, some of them personal development backgrounds. They've got different backgrounds. And what I want to do is use that community to come in and support each other step by step in every area in terms of making their business a success. So if one of you is failing, but one of you is succeeding, it's the person who's succeeding's responsibility to motivate and support everyone else to ensure that we all win. Does that make sense, guys? Yeah. Even to the point, God forbid, we've got this community and somebody's going through a hard time, they're going through a divorce, they're mentally, they can't focus, they can't work properly, all that sort of stuff. It is our responsibility to go to that person and provide them support. How's it going, brother? So even if you've not got a lot of skills, but just calling that brother saying, how are you, how is your mental health doing? You know, if you need to speak to somebody, I'm here for you. That is worth far more. This isn't just a course and say, hey, go and figure out making money, right? This isn't just, oh, come on board, I'm going to work with you for 3 months and then, I'm never going to see you again. We're going to be on this journey for the next 10 years. All right. And inshallah, once we have children and they take over our business, that community, that connection that our children are going to get access to is going to be one that is going to ensure that they are the top 1% in this world in terms of income and in terms of earning. All right. So my goal here is create the systems, the processes on a business model that works, hand it over to you so you can get to 3 to 5K a month. Okay, replace your income. And then from there, down the line, we can partner up to get you from there to between 10K to 100K a month. Okay, the community is there so that every single person is supported. Everyone's knowledge, instead of me starting a business and only have my knowledge that I can use, imagine right now there's about 10 people on this call. Imagine all 10 of us work together to solve problems and to work on launching business. Imagine we got Dia, for example, right? And Dia does a post. Yeah. I'm launching this business. Anyone needs a service, help me out. Imagine we have our 1,000 people in our community, all building businesses. They go to Dia and they like and they comment his post. That post instantly will go viral. Do you agree? Because the algorithms will be like, wow, this post has a lot of traction. Let's push it out to more people and customers are going to come. Right. Again, same thing with every single one of you. So, what we're doing is the mindset, the mind shift that I want everyone to have on this call is you're not alone. You're going to have an army behind you that is going to be working with you and supporting you to build this business and make it successful. Okay. So understand the mindset shift is you're not alone. You've got a family behind you. All right. The other thing is this program is going to be Assalamu Mohammed. Thanks for adding your camera. Hannah, if you can add your camera as well, that'd be awesome. So another thing is this program is going to be designed to ensure that you are the best version of yourself. All right. I want to ensure that you're going to be the best version of yourself. And that's what you're building into, because where you are now compared to where you're going to be 12 months from now is going to be a different person. All right. Once you're making money, your identity, your clothing, your maybe hairstyle, the way you communicate with people, there's going to be a lot of change. And my goal is to really help you develop over the coming months with these sessions, with the one-to-one support, and move forward. And this is what we're going to be doing, inshallah, in the coming months, is building on each other's success, learning from each other, supporting each other. And I don't know how we're going to lose. How can we lose, right? How can we fail from that perspective? Yeah. So I hope that gives you a bit more of an insight of what I'm building here, a bit of an insight, inshallah, of the value of each one of you and what you bring to the table. And mashallah, the energy, the success that we're going to be building together as a team is going to be something that's going to be unheard of, inshallah. All right. Mohammed, if you want to put your camera on, there's one Mohammed that's not got the camera on. So if you can jump in, that would be awesome. All right, guys. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to keep this session a little bit short and sweet to the point. What I wanted to do, just give a bit of an introduction for you and make this a motivation for everyone in terms of what we're doing. And then for anybody that's got questions and they want to review the websites, they want to review their branding, they want to review their niches, they're selected. I wanted to just give an overview in terms of, anyone needs some support, let's jump in. So I know there's a few of you, I think, in America that needs to go. Semo, I think you're one of them. Oh, there was somebody else who was going in like half an hour. Who mentioned that they're going in half an hour?
I think there's Talha.
Talha, oh, cool, bro. So Talha, is there any help you need right now? Any guidance? Anything you need?
Um, Not really too much help or guidance right now. Maybe in the later times. But one thing I wanted to ask was in the United States, most businesses compared to the UK, they don't use WhatsApp. WhatsApp
Yeah,
is more of a rare feature here. So that's like one thing that, if I would include it on the website or make an effort towards producing it, it would be counterproductive. It would take out my time that I could be using to create another feature. So I just wanted to ask what you would recommend as another feature because I already have emailing and phone calling, and I wanted to know what you recommend as a third feature
yeah,
because I
awesome.
know that I should have one.
Yeah, good question. So there's a few ways you can think about this, right? Number one is, and I do see that a little bit, that there is WhatsApp. I believe is highly used within the US, but not as much from a business perspective. Okay, so number one, the fact that it's not used as a business perspective as much actually gives you an added advantage. All right. So what WhatsApp is doing is they are I believe they've been invested, they've been purchased by Facebook. So they're going all in to ensure that there's WhatsApp being utilized for businesses now. Okay. So they're releasing so many different tools and services. So when you're actually at an advantage, because if I go to somebody and they're like already using WhatsApp, that's one thing. But if they're like, no, then it's like you're missing out, right? You're missing out on a huge advantage here because there's some statistics I can't remember off the top of my head in terms of, even for example, the open rate on a WhatsApp message is 90+%, 97%, whereas emails like 15, 20. So you're losing out on connecting with your customers if you're not using WhatsApp. They're like, I should be. Cool, you come in and do it. Do you see? So I would use that as an advantage rather than a disadvantage. Okay. If you really wanted to replace it, then you can create the same system but utilize it for SMS, text message, right? The only downfall is it is a little bit more expensive, whereas WhatsApp is like super cheap compared to SMS. But I would use WhatsApp, and if you see then there's a disadvantage or people are saying I don't want to use this because of whatever reason, then you can pivot. But lead with it and see what the data comes with.
Okay, all right, I see. Jazakallah. That's
Barakallah
uh,
feek.
that's that's the only question I had.
Got it. How are you finding the program so far?
Alhamdulillah, I'm on module 3 now. The website builder, it's very nice. I explored it 2 days ago for the first time, and I thought it would be very simple. There wouldn't be much features, but after I got into the depth and I finished module 2, it came out that it's much more feature packed and it gives you a more personalized and modern look, which is what people look for in a website.
Yeah.
So
If
alhamdulillah for that.
yeah, and I'll tell you a strategy to make money now. Okay, if you want to make money now, Assalamu alaikum, Hannah. Hannah's no do mashallah. A very easy way to make money now. It's go to businesses, go on your phone, go on Google Maps, look at the local businesses, right? See who doesn't have a website, build one for them within 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You can even use the system, an AI that will build it for you. Go to them and say, I've built you a website. How do you like it? If you want, I can take out you, I can, set it up for you and so forth. And even let's say minimum you charged $100 a month, right? It will be a no-brainer. You get 10, 20, 30 clients, that's easy money. I'm telling you, like go on TikTok. I've seen people on TikTok going to restaurants and saying, hey, I've built you a website. How'd you like it? They're like, wow. They're like, how much? Like $100 a month. Yeah, that's nothing. Take it. And then what you can do is you can add more products on top. So you can use AI to create articles that would rank that let's say a restaurant in that local area. So if you're halal food in Wembley and you've got all these articles about halal food in Wembley, you start ranking that website so the customer gets more as well, and you can sell that for another $100 a month. Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, so that is an easy way to make now money. Just a little tip there. Cool, awesome. Thanks, Talha. Semo, how's it going, bro?
Alhamdulillah. Very good. Same as Talha. Got to module 3. If you'd like, I'd like to show maybe like the homepage that I got and I get some feedback on it.
Sure. Shall I share my screen or do you want to share yours? Let me see if I can.
If you can share your screen.
Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yes.
Cool. All right, guys. All right. So so first and foremost, I know we worked together on the logo a little bit. Okay. So that was pretty cool. So one of the things that I said is sometimes you gave it a really long logo, but I said try put it at the bottom and make sure that these are aligned. But overall, it looks really good. The one thing I would say is there's a lot of space at the top and the bottom here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So there's a lot of space at the top and the bottom. So I would make sure that that is reduced. Okay. We help restaurants. That's awesome. So this restaurant that you have put, that's fine. Like it kind of aligns with the gold in your branding as well. So this is fine. Okay, cool. I like this. You've got like, I like the fact that you've looked at your brand colors, which is like gold and black, and then like the images that you've put here as well is there. So that's fine. You've got okay, and when you hover, it goes gold as well. So you've got your home, you've got about. Okay, so you've got your mission. Okay, so in terms of the mission, the text is a little bit small. So you're gonna wanna improve on that a little bit as well. And then you've got your imagery. So your image is really cool. This one looks a little bit AI. So maybe you're gonna obviously
update time. Yeah, we're still on the draft phase on that page.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I'll just say just have a look at that. Again, you could reduce the size a little bit here just to make it look a little bit cleaner. And then you've got your services. So this is still red.
So I'll be working on that.
Yeah. So that's fine. I think the main thing is just the space. But other than that, that's pretty solid. And as we go, I will give like more content in towards how to improve the website even further. That this is our base foundation. So I'll give some tips on that as well and guidance. But I did share with you another guy. He's also sending AI to restaurants. Did you go through all his content? So I think he was doing about 50K a month. Did you go through his content?
I kind of watched like a video he had because he got picked in Y Combinator. I watched that video.
Yeah.
And kind of learned about what he does and that type of thing. Yeah.
Got it. So what my suggestion would be is hold on, how do I stop sharing my screen more? I don't know how to stop sharing. Hold on. I'll figure it out in a second. All right. So one thing I would say is there's a concept called funnel hacking. Okay. And it's not a negative thing. What it is, and I want everyone to kind of understand this is when you're selecting your niche, you're selecting who you're doing your business with. What you want to do is you want to go and find competitors. All right. Find other people and go through their website, because if you looked at his website, there may be some messaging, there may be an angle, there may be some content, some pages that you think, you know what, if I added this to mine, that would be awesome. Right. So you can do that as well. Do you see my point? Right. So add that in there as well. Watch his videos to understand his psychology and how he's doing things. And like what I would do is I would go and book a call, right? Just see, what is he offering? How much, like he's probably charging about $15,000 or more, right? So at the moment, like when I get you guys started off, I'm going to get you to charge little bits of amount just so you get your first 1, 2, 3 clients so that you get the confidence. But over the long term, I'm going to show you how to charge 5K, 10K, 15K. But it's a good idea to, when you see competition, everyone should find about 3 competitors in their niche so they understand their model, their offer, their marketing message, everything they can. So if somebody else is doing something and it's working for them, what you want to do is you want to take it and make it even better. Yeah. So really dive into it. The website's on point, a few little tweaks, and then you're good to go. Cool.
Got it. Jazakallah khair.
Barakallah fi. Good stuff. Okay. Who's next? Let's see. Anyone else want to jump in? I know those two were in a bit of a rush, so I wanted to rush in. Okay.
I don't mind doing me.
Yeah, Dia, go for it, bro.
What, to show the website or?
Yeah. So just before I do that, Samo, a quick one for you. Samo, if you just unmute, just to get some feedback as well. Samo, how are you finding the program so far?
I think it's very good. I mean, straightforward, very simple to understand. Yeah, the courses are very easy to follow. So
awesome,
good.
Cool.
MashaAllah.
Okay. Good stuff. Dia, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Am I showing from my screen?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Or for your screen?
Are you showing the website or?
Yeah, I think I've sent it to you a few days ago.
Yeah, let me go ahead and just open it from my side.
If you can't find it, let me just send it again.
No, I got it. It's fine. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right. Awesome. Okay, so we've got dentistry here. Okay, cool. All right. So firstly, well done for a good start. So there's a few bases of, if I'm just going to just refresh it one more time. Okay, so a good
it looks a little bit different on your screen for some reason.
It is looking, so this, okay, so all right, so that's why it's important to always check it on a few different like laptops or mobile phones, right? All right, so I'm going to give you a few pieces of advice. All right. So number one, in terms of the color, I would suggest, and like I said, it's completely up to you to make the decisions, but it's just my suggestion, is to go for an all white color with the background, right? The reason why is because the color white is a prominent color when it comes down to dentistry. Yeah. So like, because if you look at, let me just go to dentist London. Where's a good area? London, central London. Okay. Now what you would see is that their websites are generally tend to be brighter colors. Why? Because their subconscious concept is about having white teeth. Okay. So this is quite white. This is quite white. This has got white in there. It's quite prevalent white, but you can kind of see it a little bit there. Yeah. So when you have an all black, it feels a bit like maybe the niche is a little bit different, like a gamer, for example. I'll do black, right? Maybe I would test a fully white version, and maybe have a look at some of the other websites just to see how they've branded, and kind of take it from there. Because what happens is when you go to a dentistry, like if you can see my screen, they're always very well lit. Okay, they're very brightly colored. Everything is very white, and it's just a subconscious thing of the whole point is they are selling a service where they want white teeth, yeah, and very nice teeth. Yeah, anyway, you get the point, right?
Yep.
So I would make that suggestion. Yeah, try a white version. The logo is really cool. I like the logo. There's an issue here. So what you've done is, I believe you've created a background as potentially an image. So when I'm scrolling, it's covering the text, right? So it's a different section. So there's just something edited that needs to be made. And if you look at like this dentist here, this guy and the lady here, because of the black background, this is making the image look quite matte. It's not really and like, for example, look at the icons. It's like a light blue, right? So it needs a bit more of a brighter look and a slightly nicer feel to it. Maybe try more of a dentist image here as well. Somebody like people smiling with their teeth or whatever it is. Okay. I like the fact that you've got some sort of imagery here. So you've added something of your own, which is good to see here. You've done it in your own way. Maybe what you could do is actually just to fill out the black space. Services. Cool. Another thing is just make sure that the fonts are the same. So I believe they should be the same. I think it is the same, but I'm just saying for everyone, double check that. And then you've got, yep, this seems to be fine. It's got a red around, so I would keep consistent with the brand. So the button has a red, so just fix that. And anytime you have a website, try not to have too much space. Okay, and this is just some feedback for everyone, right? So so what I would say, really good start. I actually really like the logo. It looks really clean, very modern. I would say brighten it up a little bit. Just fix this issue here, and maybe just make it a little bit more colorful. I would go and have a look at. Oh, that's it, Harley Street. Hold on, Harley Street dentist. I don't know how that just came in my mind, but Harley Street is known for like really elite dentistry. So I don't know which area you're in, but have a look at like the most luxury dentist clinics. Have a look at their website, and you'll see like it's a bit like and have a look at their fonts, their colors, all that sort of stuff, and you'll see it's very clean, right? So this one's got a bit of green to it. This one's got a bit more blue. Yeah. So I think it's a good start, but I think it needs a little bit more work just to add a little bit more professionalism in it. But definitely you're moving in the right direction. Is that okay?
Yeah, all good, all good.
Perfect. Any other questions or anything else?
To be honest, no. I was going to mention though, the website at the beginning, I was struggling with it a little bit because when I move something, the whole mobile mode changes as well, and I didn't realize till the last few days, and I just kept going back and forth with it. So that's why I made that into an image, because I didn't know how to add another section.
Got it. Yeah. So what I would say, there's a few things you can do. Okay. So when you're in your Profit Machine account, I'm gonna see if this works. I'm not 100% sure if this works for you, but what you can do is you can click Need Help, and you can click Start Zoom. Okay. I don't know if you've got this in your account. I need to double check it. But what you can do is you can have somebody that will be there actually looking at it and fixing it with you. Okay. And they'll say, this is how to fix this. This is how to fix this. And I know at the beginning stages, it is a little bit of a tricky one to get your mind around a few of those issues. But once you understand it, you're like, oh, that's pretty simple. Yeah. And worst case scenario, just drop me a message, and then I'll jump on a call with you and I'll just fix it with you.
Okay.
Yeah. I might be a little bit slow here and there, but if you need it, then for sure I'll jump on a call, inshallah, and we'll just bang it out together. Cool.
Inshallah. Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. Okay, cool. All right, let's get one of the sisters to jump in. Who was here? Ruxana. Ruxana, are you still there?
Hi,
Yes.
I am.
Good. Sorry, before I go to Ruxana, Dia, just the same question for you, Dia, if you just unmute. How are you finding the program so far?
Oh yeah, like the other brothers as well. I'm on module 3 already. It's smooth, like just how I expected it, yeah, easy so far. I know I like that the videos are short and straight to the point, yeah, it's going, alhamdulillah, smooth.
Awesome. Jazakallah khair, bro. Appreciate it. Cool. Okay, Ruxana, if you can put your camera on again and just give us an update. I believe you were on your logo. Is that correct? You're on mute. Sorry, Ruxana, you're on mute.
Yeah. So yeah, both things actually. The logo, and also the homepage.
Okay.
So I can share my screen.
Sure. Go ahead.
Still working on it, and it's not been easy. Your videos are very clear. I really like listening to them. But I'm not too techie, but I'm getting around it. I'm just getting a little bit of a help from my son, to just kind of like help, because you know, they understand a bit more.
Alhamdulillah.
So yeah, I can share the screen.
Sure. I think that's amazing that, like, mashallah, you're in a position where you're maybe not as technically strong, but you're going through the process of actually learning, right?
Mm,
And you're going through the process of figuring it out, right?
yeah.
So the main thing is, like, it's like learning a new language, right? So if you were to try to learn German, you won't really know it, but you got to, either you say, I don't know German, or if you had to learn German, you slowly start learning the things. And then within a period of time, it becomes second nature once you've done it a few times. Yeah. So awesome. Got it. Okay. So you shared your screen. So there's a few things I would say. So firstly, you're well done. I think it's definitely moving in the right direction. So you sent me the logo. I think it's a little bit more clearer with the image you've sent me, but it looks very professional. I can see that you've got like the word travel bot sounds really cool. It's like, what is a travel bot? So that sounds pretty awesome. I like the colors. You've got like a gold, red, and blue type of theme. So what I would say is a few things. So the word sales simplified. So you've got a choice. You could delete that straight away and then just have travel bot, and I think that would look pretty clean, right? Okay. If you did want to keep it, I would maybe make it a bit bigger underneath, the same way I showed with the food logo, the restaurant one. You want to, like, there's under the word sales and simplified, it's small, so there's a lot of space on the left and right. So I like to align it to the text above. Also, you've got sales, then dash simplified. So I don't think the dash is really needed there, because it's kind of one sentence almost, like sales simplified. Also, the font is like, it's got these like breaks in there as well. So maybe you might want to keep the same font. You might want to play around with it. But my personal preference, and like I said, anything I say, it's up to you what you like. I would say that just the travel bot alone, that logo, I think looks clean. The text is quite unique. The logo's good. The colors are building a brand. I don't think you need the sales simplified at the bottom. That's my opinion. But if you wanted to, just make it a bit bigger. Maybe have a look at different fonts. Take out the dash after simp sales, and then I think that could potentially work as well.
Okay, I'm going to take it out.
Yeah, cool. Okay. In terms of your website, so I can see you're just starting out. So what you can see is that if you can go back to your logo where the website is, you've got your logo. I can't see the logo. If you just go back to your logo right at the top. So what you would see is you've got your logo's background in white, and the background behind that is black, right? So what you need to do is you will need to ensure that the color that's behind the logo is the same color that is at the top of the banner. So I would make it all white, unless you want to create the logo, the image at the back black. Then you can do that as well. The next thing is you look at travel. If you look at your images, obviously I think this is kind of new, but the image, you've got a guy kind of running up a
profit and sales is supposed to represent.
It represents sales, right? So what I would do is maybe look at more cleaner images, not cartoony, right? So like maybe like a group of people in suits around a table or something like that, right? So make it look really professional. I'll avoid at this stage using anything cartoony, and then just give it more of that premium kind of look to it.
All right.
Good stuff. Anything else on your side, Ruxana?
No, I just got this information, but obviously I'm going to go through it again.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Cool. Okay, are you okay to what's the word?
Stop share.
Yeah, stop share. Perfect. Ruxana, how are you finding the training so far?
Training's good. I like your videos. Like someone said, they're very clear. So I've been listening, and I think they're really good. But practically, like getting around and understanding some concepts, and it's good because it's just boosting my learning, and eventually I'm going to get there.
Awesome. Any help you need, just drop me a WhatsApp message. If you do get stuck with anything, inshallah, we'll be there to support you as well. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Awesome. Who wants to go next? We've got a few more people to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got about 5 minutes each. So who's next? Mohammed is coming off mute. Assalamu alaikum, Mohammed.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hear me?
We can hear you. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Assalamu alaikum. So I've got my website done. I did enjoy your videos. They were very clear, short to the point, like the others said as well. But in terms of the website, I'm still working on it. So I've got like a placeholder website for now, just so we can progress. And I've been working on the plan A, should I say? This is the plan B. But you can see the website if you want now.
Sure. You can either send it to me on the WhatsApp and I can open it, or you can share your screen.
If you go to boostifyai.online, you should see it.
Can you share it on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
And then you just drop me a message now, and then I can open it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, and if anyone else wants to share it with me, you can just share it with me on WhatsApp, and then I can just quickly just open it on my laptop and share the screen. Just let me know once you're done.
Yeah, I just got to make sure, because I've got 2 websites.
Oh, you got 2.
I want to make sure I give you the right one online.
Got it. Sure. Why have you got 2?
Because I paid for a bundle. It was £1 for .co.uk.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Cloud. So I managed to get all of them for £1.
All right, so, good stuff. Okay, yeah, wicked. If you paid for it, just double check, because like after a year, they may
it's a yearly subscription.
They may go really expensive. Like they might be like, oh, it's only £1, and then afterwards, after a year, you've like charged for all this stuff that you don't use potentially. All right, cool. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. So have you completed?
It's still red.
Sorry, it's still red. Yeah.
There's a few things I definitely need to work on.
Cool. Okay, so what I would say is, so with your logo, I like the logo. It's almost like a badge. I like the color. It's clean. What's the niche?
So the niche is clinics. I did have another logo, which was AI Agent Boost Clinic Edition. Just because I didn't want to limit it, so that a year from now, if it does really well, and you want to move on to another niche, then it's obviously flexible.
Got it. Yeah. So you can always change up the logo and the brand and the website and everything, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So my general advice for everyone, at least to start off with, get very specific on like who you're going for, which type of clinics you're going for, because when you like go to, let's say, clinics, and you're like, oh, I specialize in clinics, but let's say dentistry, you go to them, I specialize in dentistry, and the website's in dentistry, there's a bit more higher perceived value. And then when you're doing the work for the customers, if you've got 10 dentists, it's just copy and paste. Whereas if you've got 10 different clinics, you're reinventing the wheel each time to figure out what's working and what's not, right? So the only thing I would say, although the logo looks good, it does create a lot of space at the top and the bottom. Not that it's the end of the world, but it's fine. But it's just my preference to have a kind of the logo on the side. So it just kind of looks a little bit cleaner, so there's not that much space, right? Up to you, what you feel works. Yeah. Second thing is, you've got this like blue video thing at the back, which looks really cool, but I don't really think
it's lagging. I think depending on who's running it or the speed of the internet, so it's probably not the best option.
Yeah. So I would just keep a nice image for now. Number one, the video doesn't really represent anything. It's just like dots coming up and down, right? Whereas, for example, imagine you were making a website for a restaurant and you had a video of you around the restaurant. It gives a visual representation of the restaurant, so there is a value there, right, of the customer. They can experience it. Whereas this just maybe slows down your website, right? The other thing is the color is like a blue color, so it's not really aligned to your actual brand in the first place, so it looks out of place. Yeah, so I would choose a different image. Or at the back there, obviously, like you said, you're going to turn the red. There's a bit more space here that you could you cut down on, add the company name here, and you've got your mission, That's cool. Yeah, so you've got dentistry, beauty clinic, or treatment clinic, or a spa. Again, try
more
focus on
specific.
one, and then that's, like I said, anyone can do what they want, but that's my preference. And okay,
the only reason why is the only reason why is because I looked at my area in terms of what I have around me, and it's quite a different range, but they're very close. So in terms of outreach, it'll be very easy to reach out to them. But it's just a bunch of random clinics that are all right next to me.
Who said you only need to outreach in your area?
Yeah,
right?
I thought simplify it first, and then once we get
Sure.
better.
Yeah, no, it's a good train of thought. Working locally and then scaling globally definitely works. I would say that because if you look at dentists, there's hundreds of thousands around the world, right? So there's, even if everyone here did one niche, we're going to get more customers than needed. So what you could do if you really wanted to test different aspects out, you could go and contact 3 to 5 different niches, let's say, whatever, and then just see which niche is engaging more with me, right? And then okay, it's better that I focus on this niche. They're the ones that have more interest in this than anyone else. Do you see? So that is something you can do, is go wide and then go specific based upon the data if you wanted to go down that route, right? If you look here, okay, another thing is, so you've got your red here, obviously that needs to be fixed. Also this yellow color, and you've got gold. So I would make this more of a gold color.
Yeah.
Right. And then the same thing, you've got this red overline and then a lot of space there. But I would maybe change this, looks like a bit of a baby yellow. And then also what I would say is, what color would connect with your actual client, right? So for example, going back to the guy, or the people that are doing dentistry, for example, like would gold or would black really connect with that niche? Not really, right? Would
more of a white
with
field, definitely,
exactly,
as you said.
white field,
Clinics
right?
want to be clean.
Yeah. Or for example, let's say you said, let's say you were going after spas, right? That creates more of a Zen feel, yeah. So I would look at like Zen colors, whatever, yeah. And then I'll look at, okay, cool, what colors represent a Zen type of feel towards what that is. Like it's a light brown, green. Do you see? Yeah. So that kind of works a little bit different, right? And that
more
goes
neutral.
Exactly. So you wouldn't necessarily use these colors for a dentist, for example. It wouldn't make sense. Yeah. So that's why it's important to also niche down a bit, is because it even tailors your branding, right? It tailors the branding a little bit more towards what you want to do. Cool. All right. Awesome. Anything else on your side?
No. Definitely still a work in progress. But we're getting there.
Awesome, bro. Crush it. All right. If you want to, am I sharing screen? I'm sharing screen. Okay.
Yeah, I think you're sharing.
Cool. All right. So we've got 3 more to go. Nkonsa. Did I say that right this time? Nkonsana. Did I say it right?
You tried.
Nkonsana. Sorry, bro.
No, it's all right. It's all right, man. It's all right. I think I just started a day before yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm on module 1.
Got it. Perfect.
So I haven't really done much, but I'm just shocked at the level of what can I say, the goodness of the course. And every time I get to a module, to a next lesson, I'm thinking maybe I'll get to hear, we are charging you this high amount. I'm like, is this real that I got hold of this? I'm so excited. And now that I'm seeing this here, what other guys have done, I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight.
Mashallah. That's awesome, bro.
I feel blessed about all this. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Good stuff.
I'm really looking. Unfortunately, I was struggling last night when I was at work. I do night at the moment, trying to understand, check what could be my niche, and I had listed a few. So unfortunately, I see that they've been taken. I don't know whether I can still do those. I see dentistry, somebody's doing it, travel agents, restaurants. Of course, I'd also massage parlors, car dealers, florists.
Yeah.
Just to say maybe this could be my niche. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So so what I would say is a few things. First, really random advice, and this is for everyone that's ever going to attend a session. Yeah, don't sit in front of a window. This is a lesson I've learned. Yeah, because what happens is when you sit in front of a window, because it's so bright, we can't see you. Yeah?
Oh, okay. All right.
So if you turn it there you go. That mashallah, tabarakallah.
I'm trying to do this.
Well, you look like you go to the gym, bro.
Not I work in a warehouse, so I lift up.
There you go. That explains it. That explains it. Mashallah. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so one piece of advice I want to give everyone, and I mentioned this to a few people in the WhatsApp as well, is if you don't know which niche to use, ChatGPT is your business partner.
Okay.
Ask ChatGPT. This is what I'm doing. I'm setting up an AI automation business. I'm looking to service a client. My options that I'm thinking are this. Which one should I do and why? And it will give you some feedback, right? And don't worry about if your niche is connecting with somebody else as well. Like I said, let's say you selected a niche somebody else is doing. If everyone was doing that niche, there will be enough money to be made in the world, right? So I want this community to really not have a fear of, and that's why I really appreciate everyone. They've been very open. This is my niche. This is my website. This is what I'm doing, because I don't want people to feel like, I need to hide things. Yeah, within the community, I want us. If we get something working, it should be like, everyone, guys, do this. This is working really well, right? So I want everyone to have a feel of, let me find the best strategies, what's working for me, and then let me go out and share it with the family and help other people as well. And Allah will put barakah in everyone's work, inshallah. Yeah. Cool. All right. So what I would say is go on WhatsApp, ask ChatGPT, come up with some ideas, and just decide. Don't worry if you're going to get it wrong.
Okay.
If you get it wrong, we'll just change it. It's not a problem, But what sometimes people do is they get so stuck in deciding what to do is they don't take any action. Right. And the one thing that is going to get you kicked out of this community and this group more than anyone, and this is a warning for everyone, is if I see you not taking action and you're not supporting what we're trying to build here, then you're not going to be part of the community. We're going to say, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And obviously, if there's a personal reason, that's something else, but a good reason, we can give you a break. But I just want to make sure that no one is not taking action. So just move fast, build the momentum.
All right.
And you're going to fail and make mistakes many times, but we're going to help you through every one of those, inshallah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Thank you very much for that advice. Yeah.
No problem. Mohammed Ahmed, over to you, bro.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yeah, I'm just on model 2 and I'm trying to create my logo.
Got it. Okay. Is there anything you need help with? Any questions you have at all?
What it is, regarding the niches, it's like I'm being like double-minded. I mean, whether to do in real estate or hospitality. I'm just trying to make up my mind.
Cool. Okay. Did you ask ChatGPT?
Yeah, I've asked ChatGPT, and it's given me a few options in terms of education, hospitality, real estate. But I reckon I should. I'm thinking about doing something to do with hospitality, like guest rooms, hotel rooms, and room bookings and stuff like that.
Cool. Okay. So guest hotel. All right. So the one challenge I would see with that, so guest hotels, is so hotel bookings. Let me just think for a moment. Let me think. Hold on. Hotel bookings. That could work. Okay. Yeah, I get it. So my kind of concern is, somebody doesn't always need to get a hotel, right? But one thing that could happen in that niche is that what you tend to find is somebody's looking for a hotel and they're calling and they're querying, and the first one that responds is normally where that customer actually goes and books, right? So we can create an automated system to get customers much faster when a lead is interested. Okay, so that could possibly work. Like I said, have a chat with ChatGPT, ask questions like, why should I do this? What are potential reasons not to do this? But it could definitely work. A lot of hotels are like big branded companies. You'll initially struggle to connect with them. But what you could do is you can go for like middle-sized family-owned hotels and go in and create a service where, you know, when somebody's interested, let's say they don't have WhatsApp on their phone. Like, okay, so here's my thinking, right? Imagine you working with dentists or somebody, and they're like, or let's say even real estate, right? Somebody at some point has come in and they're like, oh, I'm looking to sell my house. And what real estates would do is they'll follow up until the person's like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to sell my house, right? So it could be within 3 months, a year, whatever it is. So that follow-up becomes really effective. Whereas when it comes down to finding a hotel, the customer only really is traveling there maybe very rarely. So that's why sending regular emails or automations or communications to that customer may not necessarily be as effective, right? So, however, where I see the value would come from is that speed of communication, because you know, a lot of these hotels will lose customers by just not responding on time, right? So creating a SMS system on their website, creating a call system that books them in straight away, and then maybe an email system that even invites them with offers to say, come for a break. I think that could also work really well. So I think it could work. You know, I would definitely maybe give that a shot. I can see some signs in that. So if that, just go with what your heart's leaning towards, and then let's roll with that. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Do you want to show us your logo, or?
I'm just still working on it. I haven't really created anything yet.
Awesome. Yeah, send it to us on the WhatsApp once you're done, and then more than happy to provide some feedback, inshallah.
Yeah, no worries. Inshallah. Once I'm done, I'll send it on the WhatsApp group then.
Sounds good. Anis, bhai?
No.
Firstly, Mohammed, how are you finding the training so far? How are you finding the program so far?
Yeah, it's nice and smooth and it's to the point. So yeah, it's very good, and it's you've made it easy so like anybody can understand.
Appreciate it, bro. Jazakallah khair. Cool.
No,
Anis, bro, how's it coming for you, bro?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, it's going all right. I went through module 2 and I watched how you went through deciding on the name, logo, and then making a website live. In terms of implementation, so I chose the name, focusing on chiropractors only because I recently had some physiotherapy. So it kind of, I thought, okay, might I've seen its need. So I thought, okay, people growing older to have back pains, people being on their phones and whatnot, it causes issues. So they kind of, needed. So chiropractor / massage, masseuse. The name I chose, I've been going through, ChatGPT and stuff today. So chiropact. So packed as in fully booked.
That's smart.
Yeah, chiropact.
That's
so
smart.
Yeah. ChatGPT didn't actually come up with it, but it kind of inspired me. So it gave me some names, and I thought, oh, okay, packed is So chiropact. I've got 2 logos. I'm logged on my phone, but I've come down to 2 logos. I'll send them to you on WhatsApp, and then you guys can tell me what you think of the logo. And yeah, the website, I'm not there yet. But I watched the videos. I wanted to just see what how you guys did it, and then get an idea of what the action points would be. So I know how to do it. I watched your videos. Just not at that stage yet.
Got it. Awesome, bro. So what I really love about what you've said is you've taken something from your own experience and in the real world, and you've seen what you can do from there, right? That's awesome. Like, for example, I gave 10, 9, 12 options in the training of things that you could possibly do, right? But if you've got something, and I want everyone to really think for themselves a little bit, if you can think of something that we didn't think of, right, and that you see that potential there, then it's like, oh, that you're ahead of the game, right? If you can do something no one else is doing, then you're going to make it's going to be much more easier for you to succeed, right? I think I gave the example in the training of hairdressers. Like, I was sitting on the hairdressers, and the guy was not busy at all when he normally is, and he's like, oh, it's a really slow time. And I was like, have you contacted everyone that didn't come to you in the last 3 months? Have you even tried to offer them anything? He's like, no, because what you see is a lot of these business owners, they don't know about sales and marketing. right? They just know how to do chiropractic or a haircut, right? Or make your teeth look good, right? They don't know about sales and marketing. So that's where we come in, and we can provide unique solutions to that to help them make more money, right? And for us, we want to do it in a way where it's just like a no-brainer. We come in, we'll make you more money, you do nothing, there's no risk to you, you'll see the results. If you're happy with it, then start paying me. There you go. Yeah. So that's awesome, bro. Is there any questions, any issues that you have at all?
Not really. I'm obviously, as you know, I'm based in Saudi, so like massage parlors, that kind of, you know, they're quite like a lot more common. Like male grooming and stuff is a lot more common here than you find in back in UK. So yeah, I just thought, like in terms of Middle East clientele, have any experience with that? Or
got it. And you're in Medina, right?
Yeah,
got it. Yeah, alhamdulillah. So do make dua for everyone, inshallah. Next time you're at the masjid, please do. Would really appreciate that, inshallah.
Yeah, no, that goes without saying, inshallah. We'll definitely make dua for the brothers and sisters in the group, in the community.
Jazakallah khair. Really appreciate that, bro. Cool. All right, guys. So yeah, alhamdulillah, we've been literally 1 hour in. You know, this has been the first session that I've had a live session. So you guys and girls are in a really unique position and a very special place, because 1 year from now, I probably won't be able to give that 1-to-1 support to everyone, inshallah, because we want to grow and really build this into something amazing. Appreciate you jumping on the call. We've seen massive value here, and you've seen massive actions being done, and different people are on different stages, and hopefully this is a motivation for other people to get started either with business or start taking the actions that they need to take in the program, because they can see, mashallah, how you guys and girls are progressing. So really appreciate your time, and inshallah, guys, let's crush it, and I look forward to connecting with you soon again. All right, guys, girls, speak to you soon. Assalamu alaikum. To get access to the AI Agency Launch Club for free and see everything inside, click the link in the description.